What's up everyone, I'm Tim, and this is my channel 40 Times Around, where we talk about everything related to motorcycles, camping, traveling, and adventure. So today I just want to take a quick minute to talk to you guys about the importance of keeping a journal on a long motorcycle trip. This is something that I've learned over the last few years is so valuable, and we're going to jump into why right after this. Alright guys, so we're talking about how important it is to keep a journal on a long motorcycle trip. These are a few of my journals from some of my bigger trips, and it doesn't have to be some enormous thing, you know. This was from my first trip, just a small little notebook with a pen, and I kept that inside my tank bag. And you know, doesn't have to be something crazy. You know, this was a gift that was given to me when I was, you know, leaving from New York to move to Arizona on my motorcycle, heading to school. So this was a hardcover one. It was a little heavier than I would have preferred, but it also had some nice notes in it from people that gave it to me. This was one from, you know, a 5-week trip, just a small little thing just to keep some notes in here, you know. So what I found is that, particularly on my first big motorcycle trip, something amazing would happen early in the day. For example, I remember, I think I was in Ohio, and I just happened to be alone on this twisty road, just perfect timing, and a fox just kind of ran across the road in front of me and just looked at me and then just disappeared into the forest. And it was just this incredible moment for me. This wasn't an animal I was used to seeing. They're not common where I was living at the time. And it just really struck a chord with me. And luckily, I thought to pull over and just jot it down, like, hey, I saw this fox today. Simple as that. Then later on in the day, some other things happened. We hit some rain. We hit some fog like I had never seen before. I mean, I'm talking just total whiteout. Couldn't see a thing. Visibility of about 20 feet. I remember during that time with the fog, I'm on a bridge. And halfway across the bridge, I realized I'm on a bridge. I didn't even know because I couldn't see anything. And this was like a big moment for me. I'd never seen fog like that. So by the end of the day, I had totally forgotten about the fox that I saw. Until I got home from the trip and I was rereading my journal and I saw, hey, I remember that fox now. And it was something that I wouldn't have wanted to forget, but it's so easily overshadowed by things that just, you know, you're on a big motorcycle trip, things are constantly happening, and exciting, amazing things constantly happening in front of you. So it's so easy for things to get lost. So I'll just keep a journal, just like I said, just some quick notes, just to remind me of something that happened. Or, you know, I also jot down my mileage and where I spent the night. You know, 250 miles staying in charming New Mexico or wherever, Shiprock, New Mexico. Whatever it is, just to kind of spark a memory in my head that, oh, I remember that day, and like now I can see myself, I'm back in that place, you know. It's just, pictures are nice too, but a journal, you know, because you don't always get the camera out in time. Like, I may not have gotten a picture of that fox, but I wrote it down in my journal, and because of that, I can always go back and reread my journal and I'll remember seeing this amazing fox, you know, just cool things like that. Actually, believe it or not, I used a couple of these books to go back through after the fact, after I had been on a few big motorcycle trips, and I actually wrote a book just about my experiences riding motorcycles. And as I'm doing this, I'm reading through my journal and I'm remembering all these things that happened that I had forgotten about, and was able to rewrite it all into the form of a book. And actually, if you guys want to check that out, I'll link to that in the description below. I haven't really mentioned that in any of my videos before, but it just kind of gets a little more into who I am as a person and how I got into motorcycles, how they kind of pulled me out of a ditch in my life, and why I've become so passionate about it. And then obviously, like I said, I get into a few of my first really big motorcycle trips, just some awesome adventures that I've been on, and I think it's a pretty good book, so you can check it out in the description box below if you want. And that's about it. That's my opinion on why it's so important to keep a journal on a big motorcycle trip. So hopefully you guys got something out of this video. If you did, make sure you hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe if you guys want to see more of my videos. So let me know what you guys thought of this video in the comments below, and thanks for watching. See you next time. August 18th, 950 miles. Cross Mackinac Bridge, Lake Michigan on one side and Lake Huron on the other. Drizzling and windy. I ate a pasty, basically a pot pie. Michigan was great, really beautiful. Felt proud that I was really doing this. I got stuck in some Detroit traffic and south of there, crossed through a pretty bad rainstorm. Had to wait at a gas station for the worst of it to pass. Currently at a rest stop in Ohio on the turnpike. Weather seems to have broke, no more clouds for now. Trying to get as close to Niagara Falls as I can tonight. Update. Storm caught up. Made a run for it. In the clear for now. Watching the sunset over Lake Erie in Cleveland, Ohio. Traffic is light here, but it still sucks. Today was like a dream, so surreal, riding off into the horizon. Made great time today, straight across Minnesota. Spam Museum was surprisingly cool. The Corn Palace was a bit disappointing. Saw some bison today, got to join a herd of motorcyclists, and saw the sign for DeCement. Sunset was amazing. Hotel had a spitting beaver in the pool. Very good day. 450 miles. Met more bikers doing long trips. Scenic route to the Tetons, gorgeous view through red canyons into Yellowstone. Drove through a mountain tunnel. In Yellowstone, drove up a mountain, right next to the edge, looking straight down. Just missed Old Faithful, amazing sunset, made everything glow and the rivers are pink and purple. Saw some moose-like animals. Stayed in a hostel in West Yellowstone. Great day, couldn't have asked for more. About 250 miles.